the doubles at times. Now he's going to get a go here. And it might sound a silly claim to make, but that could be the most significant dart that he throws all evening, because straight away he's banished those demons from last night.
So Dan Reed breathes again.
Might have been a case. Wayne Mardle used to say it, didn't he? He darted himself. Maybe he martyred himself there, Patrick.
Game shot on the match.
Has got the win, and that is exactly the start that Reed needed. A 4-1 result reversal, having gone down by that scoreline in the last match of last night. Reed returns the favour. A good average there, 90.34, 4 out of 7 on the doubles. A stark contrast to how he started yesterday evening, and it means that things get very, very interesting as he joins the man he's just beaten on 4 points, and the race is well and truly on in this group. Coming next then, Daniel Lee, who's 2 wins away from qualifying, takes on the incoming Danny Smith. Stay with us. He disappears with a dart on the floor, and he will be feeling flawed if Lee finds this double top to get the win. And he does get the win. Daniel Lee off to the start he needed. A 4-2 success against Danny Smith, who comes into this group from a standing start, and his task has become even harder as Lee moves, at least for now, to the top of the table. There you see the result. Daniel Lee 4, Danny Smith 2. Barzer's bets in the
130
sometimes, and I think that's something he's worked on over his career, and he will try and stay sharp. Went for the treble 10, found the treble 10, and that is maybe, Phil, the answer to your question, because that is a really sharp start. He started that leg with a 180, finished it with a 130.
36.
Double 18 with 1 dart, and Steve West takes another step towards finals night. 4-1 defeat of Dan Reed, 94.16 average from simply Steve West as he heads back top of the table. Join us after this short break.
An ADC Vault Series winner in the Midlands. Takes some doing that.
Whoa,
yeah, the way the Vault series has taken off with the ADC is fabulous to see. And the association that we have with them, both here in Europe and in Australia, is great for the players. There's a clear pathway
140
for them.
Yeah, Mart is strutting his stuff really.
140.
Flying that flag well. 100, 180, 140 to leave 81 after 9, and now double 12
Game
for an 11 dart leg. Absolutely magical from Mart. 2-2.
Place in tomorrow night's final. Double 6. Oh, I think he walked. He thought it was there. It's not. Last dart.
Game shot,
and it is last dart in hand. Saves Daniel Lee and books his place in tomorrow night's final. A 4-2 success over Patrick Mart. Congratulations to Daniel Lee. He is the first man to come out of Group B. Coming up after the break, we will see Steve West against Danny Smith.
Require 84.
Well, Steve West working his way back into this one. Remember, if he wins the match, he goes through.
On the 5th leg.
He's edging closer.
Steve West.
Suddenly, Steve West has found what he's been looking for. The run.
16.
Missed his first 15 darts at double, then hit 3 on the spin.
Game
and he does get the double
Steve West.
that sees him qualify for finals night. Steve West completes a great escape from 3-0 behind against Danny Smith. West has turned it around despite all those missed darts at double, 17 in total. He's averaged north of 90 and has booked his place in Saturday's session alongside Daniel Lee, who is back in action next. And it's now all about the race for 3rd place. Dan Reed plays Lee after the break. He will be looking to make the move.
Looking at 80 for 3-0. Single 20 for a dart at tops.
Game
and it goes
leg.
clinical
Dan Reed.
from Reed. Dan Reed is now on the hill.
Dan Reed has found double top very manageable for most of this match. Can he manage to find it again to win the match? Yes, he can. And Dan Reed makes his move. He asks the question of Patrick Mart. He'll be in action next. Daniel Lee already through, of course. Pat on the back for Reed, who won that match 4-1. Decent display in the end, but all important, getting the 2 points and moving into third place in this group. And if Patrick Mart is going to go back there, he's going to have to beat Steve West. That's coming up after the break. Still in the mix, but in desperate need of victory here. And that's a great start. And that's a fabulous second dart. And that is a perfect finish. The 1-2-4 pinned by Patrick.
41.
Chuckling away to himself at that bull attempt. But now he goes to Old Faithful. Misses that. Double 10. And Steve West delivers a blow to Patrick Mart's chances. West wins the match 4-3. It was a very decent darting display from Patrick Mart. In the end, the average actually dropped to 92.46. And the fact I'm saying drop tells you how good it was up to that point. A fabulous 1-2-4 finish in there as well. But punished for missing 10 darts at double, and punished even more severely for a very sloppy start to the all-important deciding leg. And that now means that if Dan Reed beats Danny Smith in the next game, Mart will be out and Reed will be through. So do join us after this short break.
Welcome back to the Modus Super Series. We're joined by one of our qualifiers for tomorrow night's finals, Steve West. Many, many congratulations. You're back at finals night.
Yeah, pretty excited really, but I've still got a game to go, you know that, and I just want to win every game, make sure.
There seems to be something about this format which is clicking with you. What do you think that is?
Yeah, I think you can sort of, if you do slack off a little bit or you don't hit doubles and, whatever, you've got a chance to come back and be stronger from it. So,
going into tonight, obviously 6 points from your first day. What was your mindset when you went into proceedings?
I didn't have one. I just want to win. And just go in, play darts, win, go home.
And hey, you kicked off in good style, that 130 against Dan Reed, leg one.
Yeah, I probably upset him a little bit, but, if them sort of things happen, go in, you can just go and relax and play, it's there. So even if you throw bad, it's going to come.
Then that Danny Smith win is a different type of victory.
Yeah, I mean, I should have won that 11-0. It's just one of them. I couldn't hit a double for 3 legs, and then when it did click, it went really well, and 3-0 down. When it clicked, it was 4-3 to me, and I'm taking it home. It's nice.
Well, we can have a look at the table now, Steve. Of course, it's not a completed table as of yet, but you're sat there on 12 points, 6 wins from your 7 games. And as I say, you're back at Saturday night's final, and you had that taste of Champions Week before in this competition. How much would you like to have another go at that big jackpot?
I need to go there because I sort of let myself down last time out, leading the group both days. And then the very last game, the very last leg, I sort of let myself down a bit, and that really hurt. So I want to make that right, first and foremost.
And how much going into this week, was that something that kind of gave you that little bit of inspiration?
Yeah, a little bit of motivation for that. I'm not going to, I've let me down, I've let a few other people down, and I don't want that to happen again, so I'm not going to let that happen again.
Well, Steve, many, many congratulations. Of course, one more game to go, so we'll let you go and prepare for that.
Congratulations there from Danny Smith. Didn't like the darts somersaulting in the air, suggesting the release was all wrong. And Dan Reed might rescue this shot.
Game shot the second leg. Dan Reed.
Fabulous salvage shot there from Dan Reed. Great start. Again, he's gone in between 10s and tops.
Game shot
and
the
he's
fourth
taken
leg.
out.
Dan
Double
Reed.
18, just as Danny Smith did earlier. The exact same finish, the exact same way. Double top then. And still.
Game
And Dan
shot out
is
the
the man.
match. Dan
And he will
Reed.
be on stage on Saturday at finals night. And he knows it. He enjoyed that victory and he was good value for it. He's been good value tonight. The biggest reason his doubles have sharpened up. It's been a different world in that department tonight from Dan Reed. 4 out of 5 in that match. Amplifies that point and he completes the field for finals night. 2 matches still left to play. Daniel Lee and Steve West, who are going through with him, will play after the break. But Dan Reed has made it a Super 6 for Saturday's session.
Thank you for 136.
Another one of them. For double 8.
Game
Oh
shot
my,
the
what a
first
start
leg.
to this one.
Daniel Lee.
Daniel Lee on the 120. Pressure applied.
180. Daniel, you
Fabulous
require
maximum to
120.
leave double 18. But will he get a go? Single for a dart at tops. Oh, I like that. The flatty.
I'm not sure it was intentional. I think he might have flicked off the
100.
flight and diverted into
Steve,
that
you require
position.
36.
Would love to see that again at some point. This so for the match and to end what has been a glorious Group B campaign. Double 9.
27.
Not there yet.
Daniel, you require 20.
Well, we will find out whether that was intended or not. Now he's chasing.
15.
And he can't chase
Steve, you require 9.
double 5. Steve West looking to tidy this 9 up. That's different.
Game shot and the
Different,
match.
but target
Steve
still
West.
hit. Steve West pins the 9, as in the score 9, to seal a 4-1 victory over Daniel Lee. 14 points. Steve West is the Group B winner. Only one defeat on his textbook in this group. Coming up after the break will be our last game of the session, and it will be Patrick Mart against Daniel Smith.
To get some points on the board. Double 3. No room at the inn. Can he force his way through? What a dart that
Game shot and the match.
is. Fabulous dart for Danny Smith to pick up the win. His first win, his first points. The bizarre end to the game when Matt tried the unconventional finish and then Danny Smith somehow flew a dart in double 3 when it looked completely blocked, but he does pick up some points. Neither player will be in action at finals night, but Danny Smith, fair play for coming and giving it a go as a late replacement, and he gets his just rewards in the end. A 4-3 success for him, and now to round off the evening's action, over to Phil and Henry.
Chris, thank you very much indeed, Phil, alongside me to analyse what we've seen this evening and throughout the course of the last couple of days. And we can only begin with Steve West, really, can't we? Gone through the card, 7 wins out of his 8. Superb.
Yeah, and I know we keep going back to it, but we said he was the class act, and he's proved it again and again in this Group B. 7 wins from 8, should have been 8 from 8, but walking through the practice room, he's in good spirits, he's enjoying it, and he knows he's a threat coming into tomorrow. And what I was interested in was his mindset about the disappointment of Champions Week, and it does still hurt him, how he wants to put that right. That's a winning mentality. That's something that you can't buy. That's bred into someone.
Well, let's see then the final standings in this Group B table. As I say, Steve West, the victor of it. But Dan Lee, you've got to say, look, debut for him in this competition, get through to finals night. He's done the ADC proud.
Absolutely. Breath of fresh air. Didn't know a lot about him. We knew he played at the UK Open this year. Lost to Conor Heenahan, someone we do know very well, but put up a really good fight in that one. So we knew he had ability. Winning a vault event is not easy either. So he comes here full of confidence, and he's shown that and deserves his place in the final.
As for Dan Reid, big push this evening after a slow start yesterday.
Yeah, but we said yesterday, even though it was slow, he still had chances in every one of his games, and it was his doubling that let him down. He put that right from the get-go tonight. His finishing was on point, and that's what got him through. He played the same as yesterday, apart from he took the chances he created.
He most certainly took those opportunities. One of the Super Six are going to make their way through to the final tomorrow evening, and this is the cast list in full for tomorrow evening's red carpet occasion. And we keep forgetting, it's all the way back on Wednesday. Tommy Morris was the victor in Group A. In fact, a fair few of the players who made their way through to finals night didn't even start when Morris went through.
No, and it's going to be interesting because it's a real blend of youth, experience, pedigree in that lineup. I'm really excited about tomorrow. It could be one of the best finals we've seen because of the blend of players that we have. There is genuinely a little bit of everything as we head into the final tomorrow.
Well, let's have a look then at the two groups that are in play tomorrow. It's fair to say that at the beginning of play, maybe Steve West and Tommy Morris are the favourites and they avoid each other in the pool stages.
Yeah, me and Chris spoke about this on commentary, and there is a scenario where they may not meet until the final, and it would be their first ever meeting, so they haven't had a chance to feel each other out and see where each other's game is. They could meet in the final. Look, there's so many darts to be thrown before that. But just looking at it, I'm so excited. 2 tough-looking groups, and each one of those 6, you can make a case for them to come out of those groups. So the 2 that doesn't are going to be disappointed, but the ones that do are going to have to work extremely hard for it.
Most certainly. What else do we want to be doing on a Saturday night, Phil?
Absolutely nothing else here at the Live Lounge. Remember, there are still tickets available. Dartshop.tv. Now we know the lineup. I'm sure they will go quickly, so make sure you're there.
There's a couple of local boys here as well, so those tickets are going to be going very, very quickly. Well, that is the end of our coverage on what has been a bumper marathon day here at the Live Lounge in Portsmouth. And as far as Group B is concerned, West was the one who was looking the most north.